We are about to embark on a multi-day off-road journey between Silverton and Telluride.
But before we do, I need to find some coffee.
We're Jacob and Alyssa. We recently started our journey living full-time in our EarthRoamer. Last week, we explored the San Juan Mountains, and today we're kicking things off in town before heading deeper into the backcountry.
We went to 2 coffee shops. The one we wanted to really go to was closed already for the day, and the other one was sold out of coffee. And the town really is just the one main street. It's super cute, but as far as extra coffee shops, there are really only the 2 that I saw that were options. So head towards Telluride.
We had to pull off the road really quickly because these views of the Red Mountain Mining District are incredible. There are over 100 mines within the 30 square mile radius in here. These mines are some of the most profitable mines in the late 1800s. They would be worth over $250 million today. They found silver, gold, iron, lead. They obviously was a booming area until those resources dried up. All over this area, there are a ton of historic buildings and historic mines that you can go visit. This is just one of them along the $1 Million Highway. We're not gonna have time to see them all, so we'll have to come back and explore even more. The $1 Million Highway between Silverton and Ouray is probably like one of the best drives that we've done.
I think it's also one of the most dangerous roads in America.
And one of the most scenic. There's a lot of like hairpin turns, a lot of narrow roads.
Steep shelf with no guardrails.
And we read that actually they don't have guardrails on there for a reason, because the snow plows just like plow the snow off the road. Because there's not a lot of pullouts or anywhere to actually like push the snow and have it like go anywhere else. Apparently there's a lot of folklore about why it's called the $1 Million Highway. One story says that one of the first travelers on the road felt such overcome with like vertigo from the steep and windiness that he said he would never drive it again, even if he was paid $1 million.
Our story was that all the contractors ended up putting their bids here because they had 3 different companies each do a different section of road, and legend goes that all 3 bids equaled $1 million.
Or it could just be because of the $1 million views on this road. Either way, it's definitely worth the drive.
Will you look at the iPad and see where we're supposed to turn left? Supposedly we have to go through part of Ralph Lauren's ranch somehow to get to it.
Like actual like Ralph Lauren's house?
Yeah, like
the clothing company, like Ralph Lauren?
Yeah, like his gate says RL.
Oh my gosh, that's fun. Okay, does this sign say Ralph Lauren on it? No, it does.
Oh, it does. Yeah, double RL.
Double RL. And we believe the folklore that we've been told that this is not just some random person who his initials are RL, but
it came from a trusted source. I believe that
trusted source.
The last mile is definitely actually a lot tighter and a little rougher of a trail. We're edge to edge. The polar mirrors if it was too tight.
Oh. That was a really big scrape.
This is where the X-Guard would be so nice.
Like, what if someone's camping in this spot?
Well, this spot is supposed to hold a bunch of vehicles. You're able to roll up here. It really doesn't feel like it's opening up to the right spot.
Keep going on this road. We might get stuck on it.
I think this is it.
Can we make this turn?
I don't know.
I mean, we could go walk up it.
Yeah, I think we should. And leave the dogs in the car.
Oh, there's a tree in the car.
There's a big branch on the right, like a tree.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
On down.
Okay, here we go. Yes, right now you're going off the road passenger side. You need to pull forward. You can't make this if you're going backwards. You're gonna run into some things. Yeah, that's much better. There you go. Nice job. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I can't wait for you to see the rut that we drove in and out of, and how you actually managed to like get out of that, not in 4-wheel drive at the moment.
That's a really deep road.
Like you got out of that.
Yeah. Oh, that tree's a lot smaller than I thought, but it still would have been bad.
So, but I mean, look at the trajectory you were on. You would have hit that.
Yeah. So we're trying to get up to this campsite in the field,
but we can't make the left turn because it's way too sharp around the trees. And so we could go straight, but the trees have overgrown, so we need to cut them back a little bit so we can get through without completely destroying the rig. All right, well, this is the tight part I was worried about, and it's really just these limbs here. So before we do this, let's go look and see if we want to come up here, and then we could come back down and trim them on our way so we could get through. All right, while this is probably a much prettier campsite, I think because we want to let the dogs run around and play in the river, we're gonna stay down where we are currently. And then we'll do this on a different trip. We're gonna head out and head towards Last Dollar Road, which should take us from this trail. Then it'll go over the mountains and down into Telluride. So that should be hopefully some amazing views today. It's really pretty sunny, warm, and clear. So we're looking forward to the scenic views and the drive.
I feel like we're transitioning away from like mountains and now into ranch, farmland, rolling hills kind of landscape.
These are very beautiful ranches. We'll see if it turns into a trail, but so far it's just a very smooth fire road. This would be an unbelievably epic gravel route to do.
Like for bike riding?
Yeah, to go from there over to Telluride, over this Last Dollar Road, because this is super smooth dirt road and the views are incredible. And it's just rolling hills. Makes me definitely want to have a gravel bike.
If you can figure out where to fit a fifth bike, you can have one.
What if I just take one bike off?
That's fine too. We are now starting the trail portion and we have left behind the nice potential gravel bike ride.
Yeah, definitely looks like this is more traily, and the sign obviously was a big warning sign. So this trail got a lot tighter and steeper and a bit rockier. But what's so cool about it is it goes through these giant aspen trees. I think these are the largest aspens I've ever seen outside of Kepler Pass. So it is quite a cool trail to drive through. However, it does seem like this is the afternoon route for a lot of people in casual vehicles. So there is some navigating on the one-way trail around other people who are also trying to drive this trail.
Well, we made it up to the top here where we're deciding if we want to camp out here for the night or head down and drop a little further in elevation. But views up here are incredible. So kind of is a little bit of a bowl on that side and then a shelf on that side. And then the views up here on this point behind me are amazing. So the trail starts around 8,000 feet in elevation off the highway and then jumps up over 10,000 feet in elevation as you climb. I'm already winded. It's a lot to jump between these crazy elevation changes in Colorado.
Today we are doing the last half of Last Dollar Road. We just pulled out from our camp and we're going to continue to climb an elevation up to the top of this peak and over the other side. This is a really great route to do if you're looking for something off the beaten path that gets you from more or less Ridgeway down into Telluride and you want something super scenic. So if you're not in a rush, highly suggest you check out Last Dollar Road. We've been loving it so far in the first half, and the second half looks to be just as good, if not even better.
What exactly am I spotting?
I can't see anything. All I can see is the bike exhaust and the red thing out here. I don't know where the edge of the road is.
Okay, so I need to go in front of you and tell you where the edge of the road is. Okay.
Yeah, you're basically gonna say go driver, go passenger, and tell me where to turn and where to go.
I don't know if it's better or worse that I'm in or out of the car right now for this job. Like it's wide enough for us, but it's just a little bit sketchy. And with the bike on the front, those turns are a little harder to see.
Alright, go ahead. Again, just stick to passenger side and you should be good to go.
Will you make sure my back tire doesn't go off the side?
I can't see it at this point, but
All right, so I think you should be on the outside edge, not the inside edge.
Okay, your back tire is pretty loose right now in a kind of a scary way.
Yeah, so when you're spotting on a drop-off, be on the drop-off side, not the uphill side, so you can spot me.
That makes sense. Good to know. Okay.
Yeah, the reason why you need to spot me is on that first one where you were in the car, the back tire came off the edge.
I don't think you should tell me things like that.
How long am I running down this trail for?
Until you can see ahead and make sure it's like good enough for us just to drive.
I'm not in good enough shape for all this running.
Just keep the walkie-talkies out in case we need them.
Well, we made it off the trail and are kind of back on the nice gravel graded last dollar road section, which also means that we are in the land of gorgeous mountain houses again.
And now that we're basically in the foothills of Telluride, these are huge mountain houses up here. So I've read that the Telluride airport is the highest airport maybe in the country, and you basically take off and land on this plateau here. So it's edge to edge, the whole plateau. And I think it's only private planes. Doing these type of trails that take you off the beaten path gives you such a fun perspective on different areas, and this is our first time in all these areas. So for us to be able to go from Ridgeway to Telluride and explore all the back road kind of path options and camp along the way and then end up at Telluride is just so much fun. Plus being able to drive through and see the town was really exciting. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to park this. They're not very big on RVs or camping in Telluride, but it was still cool to go check it out and then kind of see where other options are for future exploration.